There's a player the Lions might grab for the season. Did you see that? The report?
My guy.
Yeah. I guess per Dave Burkett, for all the bringing edge to the D, it's not Za'Darius. The Detroit Lions, I guess, have had minor discussions, or I guess the word is moderately interested, and had some dialogue in veteran outside linebacker pass rusher Matthew Judon. This is per Detroit Free Press beat writer Dave Burkett. Matthew Judon. And I guess Burkett put in the article, the Lions have had dialogue about signing four-time Pro Bowler Matthew Judon, a free agent West Bloomfield High and Grand Valley State product who had 5.5 sacks for the Falcons last season. Now, Dan was asked about it, not about Judon, but as an interest in an external defender, like signing someone to bring into the team. And he said, quote, just worried about evaluating the guys we got here right now. We've got a good crop of guys in here, young players. We're about to go see what we can pull out of them, see what we can develop, see what comes from it, and we'll take it from there. That's what Dan said about the situation. Not Judon, but just signing Za'Darius or anybody. So Dan's kind of playing the coach speak. He's kind of playing the, hey, we got to see what we got here, see what we can develop. Dave Burkett's very reputable. Got a lot of respect for Dave. We talked to him in Indy when we were down at the Combine. Very nice guy. If he's saying stuff like this, he obviously is hearing something. And I know people can be wrong, but I'll tend to give Dave the benefit of the doubt here. Matthew Judon would be, if you can't afford Za'Darius, maybe his price point's too high, he would be the correct pivot, Booner, to bring in depth here and to get a perfect situation for me, which is Marcus Davenport then moves into maybe a rotational role. Therefore, you keep him healthier, fresher. And Judon isn't your number 2 defensive end. I mean, him and Marcus would kind of share those responsibilities. It sounds like a low risk, potentially high reward signing if they were to make it, something like that.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with Judon is that something like in the run game and stuff, that's not a guy that you're going to have to sit there and worry about. I look at it as more so just kind of a fast guy off the edge there. Obviously a little older now, so you don't know the kind of the production you're going to get. But this was a guy that I've brought up a million times, Jeff. You know this, that over the last couple seasons, I know last year he was on this Falcons team, had 5.5 sacks, which to me, really the only production you're looking for is you're looking to bring a guy in that can get 5 to 8 sacks. That's what I'm envisioning, right? I'm not envisioning a guy to come in here and get 10 plus. I think that's unrealistic. If Davenport stays healthy, you're looking for him to get you 7, 8. But with Judon last year, 5.5, take that season away, right? He's a year removed from playing in 4 games, having 4 sacks, 2 years removed from playing in 17 games with the New England Patriots, 15.5 sacks. Another year after that, or before that, 12.5 sacks, 17 games. I understand that's a couple years back, but when you just look at it, hey, last year was his only kind of hiccup of a year, and the hiccup was 5.5 sacks on a team that wasn't bad, but it wasn't like a Detroit Lions team.
Wise, I think they might have been one of the worst pass rushing.
Yes. So when you look at it, it's like, hey, you put him on a defense like this currently, and that's kind of similar to what he was when he was in New England. And that's still new. The New England one at the end of his kind of tenure wasn't that great either. He was kind of the only bright spot of that defense. So if you bring Matthew Judon in, man, I'm telling you, he will produce for you. He will stay healthy. He literally, Jeff, and I think a lot of people talk about Matthew Judon with health. He literally, his whole career, let's do this real quick. 14 games, and then 3 seasons after that, he played in 14 his rookie year, Jeff. His next 3 seasons, he played in every single game. Then he played in 14 games, so he only missed 2 games. And then when it moved to 17 games, he hit 17 games, 17 games, 4 games, and then 17. He's only had 2 seasons, essentially, in his career where he's missed a little bit of time, right? And only the one was the 4 games, and that was it. So he is a guy that stays healthy, takes care of his body, and he will be available to you. And especially if you have him on a kind of a limited role and you're not having to, like, he doesn't have to be out there a 3-down edge rusher, you know what I mean? He's more so like situational, like, and hey, 3rd downs, go out there and get the quarterback, NASCAR packages, things like that. That's where Matthew Judon, in my opinion, on this team is going to succeed. So I hope they get it done. I'm going to try and get some information and see if there's something here, because I'm going to figure this one out. I'm going to do some investigative work, Jeff.
I think it would be a great signing. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't want to do it. It's low risk. He would probably sign a 1-year deal. You say, hey, Judon, you want to play for a team close to where you grew up, close to where you went to college, a Super Bowl contending roster, and you can sign. I made this case last. Sounds like last year. It's deja vu, but you play for a team that's going to win some games, and you contribute. And oh, by the way, you're not in Atlanta where you don't have a defensive end one, and they're asking you to be that. You have a defensive end one in Detroit. You play off of Hutch, a defensive player of the year contender. Boom.
And even with that, like Marcus Davenport stays healthy because of it too.
Get just cleaning up plays. You know what I'm saying? He'll get probably 5-6 sacks just cleaning up plays for all Hutch. Hutch is going to make dudes run all over the place, and you just clean up the play. And at least you have some security. You talk about insurance a lot. Like Marcus Davenport, don't really know what happens staying healthy-wise. Judon's there. You know, I think it's beneficial for Marcus and for Judon and for Aiden. Like, you don't have to depend on Judon as like a DN2. You have two guys splitting the role that I think could be very beneficial in that role. So I hope it's true. I hope it's true, number one, but I hope it happens. I do. I think he'd be down with a 1-year deal. Like, hey, just give me a flyer. Give me a flyer.
Yeah, I think he needs that. Not needs it, but I think, hey, at the point of his career after his last season, he needs kind of a prove it deal, a 1-year deal to go out there and work. I kind of like it too, because the fact that he probably wants to prove, hey, I can still play in this league.
Right.
Last year was an outlier. Before that injury he had, I believe it was a pec or a bicep injury, one of the two. Before that, guy was dominating. He was dominating. So I think he kind of wants to kind of prove again, hey, I'm still a piece in this league that can be used to win a Super Bowl. I think he wants to win a Lombardi trophy. And think about, for a guy like him from Detroit, he wants to, or from Michigan. I don't know exactly where he played in Michigan, but he's from the state. He probably wants to come back and kind of win a Super Bowl here. Imagine that. That's a big time story. So I hope a deal gets done here. I really do.
Let's see. Eric Warren, he said, "What's up, boys? Finally here live for your stream. You are the GOATs." Eric Warren,
shout out Eric Warren, man,
for supporting us, my man. Ben Blue, we better bring Judon home, but with Brad's lack of knowledge about what the edge position is, can't count on it. Okay, that's just disrespectful. Dante151, appreciate the member for 14 months. 14 months, let's go. We are 6 days away. Appreciate you, Dante. Loyalty.
Shout out Dante.
By the way, Hutch and Dav need a name. Ben Blue says Hutch and Crutch will unfortunately be the name of Hutch.
That's unbelievable, man. Why do that? Ben Blue is just a negative guy, man.
Well, that's diabolical.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, Hutch and Crutch. That's ridiculous. Hey, what's going on there? It's Jeff Iafrate. Appreciate you for finishing the video. You can check out one of the videos here suggested, or show support by commenting, liking, and subscribing. And buy your merchandise, officialctsports.com.